Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're cruising through Kingman on the old Route 66. Gonna head over to Oatman. Thought we'd do a little wildflower hunting. Coming up pretty soon, be all kinds of activities, events for the old Route 66. This is Hotel Row through here. If you're looking for a place to stay, everyone's raving about this Holiday Inn Express right there. Heard they had the best breakfast in town. Anyway, if you're on the old route looking for hotels, this is where you're going to be, right here in Kingman. We got some blue sky, perfect weather, about 75 degrees. There's the old fire station. This is the actual old route here. Kingman's really fixed up their little park. Let's stop a minute. They got new signage. All in anticipation of this year's the 100-year centennial for the Route 66. Yeah, they've really cleaned this place up. I always liked looking at those trees here. But yeah, 100 years of the old route. You know, it was abandoned back in the 80s, I think. They finally closed it down, whatever. But I drove the entire route, 2-3 years ago. From back east all the way over. Represents the trains here in Kingman. We got the big visitor center here. I'll do more of the route in a few weeks when it gets closer. The fun run. It happens here and up in Seligman. Sunny will have the RVerTV Rat Rod Sunny Cruise out of Buckeye. We'll have our Rat Rod car up here. But today we're going to go hunt some wildflowers. I thought make a pretty drive over to Oatman, Arizona. It's only about 30 miles. Here you go. There's a Route 66 sign right next to the van. Van almost looks clean. It's really dirty. All right, well, it's early. That'd be just a fun little trip today. What do you say? Let's get the wheels turning. They got the replica signs there for the Cadillac Ranch out in Texas. You can actually bring spray paint. They allow you to spray paint those things. They have the drag races right on the route here in Kingman. Quite a few different events. But the fun run's the biggest. That takes up the whole town here. Seligman, Topak, Oatman. It's pretty good size. But if you get a chance, see that 66 sign? I'll get another shot of that here in just a second. You can actually sit inside the sixes. the big circle. You see dozens of people stopping, getting selfies. Let me move the camera. There you go. You sit right inside the sixes. Get your selfie right here at the park. Isn't that cool? Here's some of the older buildings. That cafe still going. It's pretty good food. I've eaten there. Rutherford's, whatever they call it. And you'll see some of the old motels from back in the day. This is the old route. It's all fixed up now. It wasn't 4 lanes back then, but it's still right here on old Route 66. After driving the entire route, Arizona has a lot of the old original road and buildings, more than most states. Some other states do in certain areas, but Arizona, it's spread out. Like California, it's few and far between on the old route. Right here to the right, that's Beale Street. That takes you straight downtown, the old town of Kingman. I'll do that during the fun run. In some of these old motels I've seen online, they're starting to restore them. There's the Arcadia. I think they're working on that one too right now. There's the big water tanks for the railroad. All these buildings through here. Inside the depot, there's a small little railroad museum. Then right here on the right, where the post office is up here, there's the actual old, I believe it's Walgreens drugstore sign still standing. There's the old Trails garage right here. That little building, the trees hiding it. Right there. Desert Drugs. That's the original old sign from back in the day. And Dutton Motors, then the world famous Mr. D's 1950 style food. Good food, I've eaten there. And here's the famous Kingman Visitor Center. Like I said, once get a little later on in the spring, that's when all the stuff starts. Not today, we're gonna go find some flowers. Wildflowers in the desert. Kind of like an Easter egg hunt. You just don't know where they're going to be. All right. This road right here to the left is actually the old highway. If you go straight there, it takes you right up to I-40. About a half mile. But this is the true old original road. Alright, it's a pretty ride through here. You go through the cliffs, the rocks, all of it. You follow along the tracks. Kind of like a little canyon through here. It's pretty. Very pretty ride. Either a water or sewer treatment plant down there. Too bad a train isn't going through right now. Isn't this gorgeous? To think back in the day there was no freeways, these highways were busy. Just booming. Long drive too, you're talking over 2,000 miles to get back to Chicago. Very old RV park right there. It's been there a long time. I think it's mainly monthlies. Stay there long term. Then up through here is Junkyard Row. All the junkyards. But nowadays they call them what? Recyclers? There's I-40. Can't get any closer than that, can you? Busy highway. We don't do interstates, do we? Well, sometimes. Try to stay off of them. Truck wash, more junkyards. I think there's a truck stop up here too, a real old one. This one right here, that is a old time truck stop. They even got a cafe in there, I believe. Alright, the actual old road goes straight here, well, like that truck is. Then it dead ends down there 2-3 miles. We need to cut under the freeway here. We'll pick up the old road about a half mile up here. Alright, here it is. Highway to Oatman. Old Route 66. Mojave County, they got a nice sign here. I'll stop. We'll get a picture of it. Plus I gotta change camera batteries. I still don't see any flowers. Not much. Just some stragglers. Everything's green. I mean, there was a lot of rain, especially about a week or so here. I just don't know if it was enough. 23 miles. It is one gorgeous drive we're in for. I love coming here. This is probably one of my favorite areas. There's the old emblem in the road. All right, let's rock. Alright, it's kind of open road for the next few miles. If I spot any fields or anything with the flowers, normally we won't see them till we get up over the pass. Oh, we gotta stop here. I don't know if I think I've shown this before. Here is your famous Route 66 rest stop. Oh, they put a new one in here. Used to be covered in stickers. Looks like they upgraded. A few stickers on there. Oh, well, what do you think? We should add one. There's your famous Route 66 rest stop. There you go. It's official. Email me a picture of it if you get out through here. RVerTV at Gmail. We're officially at the Route 66 rest stop on Oatman Highway. Pretty cool. Still don't see any flowers. Right up the road, there's like a little dry camp place. Saddle Sore Ranch or something like that. Getting a little overcast. Losing my blue sky. Yeah, still warm. It's nice. Perfect springtime weather. Alright, right up here to the left, that's that Saddle Sore Ranch. Kind of unique. Bikers stay there, RVs. I don't know if they charge. I know they have a Facebook page. They were showing pictures of that TV guy, that one of those reality shows. There too. There it is. Be a fun little stop. I see a van. See a couple RVs in there. It's pretty early in the morning. I'm not gonna go in now. Kind of cool though, on the old Route 66. Oh, you're not gonna believe what I just spotted. Oh, we gotta pull over. Now this is cool. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Off to the right. Look at them guys. There's a few of them. Bunch of burros.
Excuse me, please don't forget your phone.
I got a talking van. Tell me not to forget the phone. They can have that phone. Oh my goodness, there is 6 of them. I don't want to scare them off here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I'm counting 8 of them. That's unusual. Normally you don't see that many. Huh, they're a long ways from Oatman, too. They kind of blend in with the landscape. And you know what? These guys eat the wildflowers. They're eating up what I'm looking for. Hey, knock it off out there. They're checking me out, especially that one. He's warning the other ones. Right across from that Saddle Sore Ranch. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, normally in Oatman, now you can feed them. When we drive through Oatman, we should see some more. Well, no flowers, but guess what? This is even better to catch some burros out here. Absolutely perfect. Yep, I'm counting. I keep coming up with 8 of them. That's quite a few. I spotted this. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Some of them yellow colored flowers. Hopefully some purple ones too. Right here at this ranch. Very cool. Burros and flowers. Alright, I'll leave them alone. They're just rummaging around. They got a lot of greenery to munch on. It is green here, just don't see a lot of color. Well, we're not up to the mountain yet though, going over the pass. There's a rest area up here. I always stop. Maybe we'll see a little color there. It's a pretty place. They got storyboards, that kind of thing. Sometimes you see people camping up here too. Ooh, I see color there. Heck yeah. Oh, here you go. Now we're getting into it. There's some color. That's that brittle bush, I think they call it. Has all the yellow on it. Oh yeah. Looks good. All right, let's check her out. Finally, a little color. Still no super bloom, but it's early. Just the 1st of March. It could happen later. I think we'd need a little bit of rain. I don't know. Maybe. Guessing. It's fun to guess. See what happens when you're in a van too long by yourself. But it's green. in yellow color, and you can see the yellow color goes out quite a ways. A lot of mining history. Oh my goodness. Not only the old Route 66, but you got mining history, all of it. This is the Wild West. There's some color there too. All right, well, I'll show you the storyboards over here. If I remember right, this talks about the stretch of road here. It's like over 40 miles from Kingman over to Topak. And this is true original old road. People camp in a tent. Because back in those days, it was the Dust Bowl. People moved out here to find work. During the Depression, all of it. Here's a big old bush, that brittle bush, whatever they call it. Oh, this one's kind of sun-beat. There it's talking a little bit about the road. There's another one of these storyboards when you get way over close to either Golden Shores or Topak. Alright, got fresh camera batteries in. Let's go over the pass. It's called Sitgreaves Pass. Halfway up, there's usually a stop I make. If I can see something, we'll stop along the way. What do you think? Heck yeah. Well, seen quite a bit of color right off the pavement. See, there's other cars. People are out here looking too. I'm not the only nutcase here. I mean, they're here, but they're not. It's not a big super bloom yet. I just might be way early. I don't know. But it kind of looks dry too, doesn't it? Some of the soil. Just never know with these flowers. I am not giving up though. Once we get on the other side of the pass, I know of 2 stops that we can make going down towards Oatman. And if they're not there, then we don't have them yet. Isn't this pretty? It's all just honeycomb with mines down there. Miners have just been all over this area. All these cliffs. Down there you can see little puddles of water down in the rock. So they've had rain here. And little patches of yellow. Still a pretty ride. Miles wise, it's not that far. From Kingman over to Oatman, you're 60 minutes maybe. Depends how many stops. Not bad. Alright, well, let's continue on up the hill. No vehicles over 40 feet. Legally, they say. People do it though. These switchbacks here get pretty darn sharp. Big curves. True old road though. Washes out along the edges. Straight ahead, there's a set of stone steps. Let me slow down here. You can see the yellow. There's a spring that comes out of the rock up there. There's a little fish pond. People put goldfish in up there. It's called Schaefer's Pond. They got some water, so they got some color here. Pretty. Here's the top, Sitgreaves Pass. Was it 3,500 feet elevation? All right, right up here, there's this big pullout. There's a area that people put memorials. Here. We'll walk up there. A lot of times you'll see flowers up here. And dewy. Little ground cover. Aha. There's some. I see a little bit of purple. Little tiny white ones. But nothing like, there's no super bloom here. Yep, here's one all by its lonesome. Pretty cool. Hey, we're finding them. Just not many. people build memorials for their loved ones. Probably they traveled through here through the years. What a view. If you've never been up here, it's really something to see. There's the old route, the Oatman Highway. That would have been just lined with cars and trucks way back in the 30s and 40s and 50s. You can see all the crosses and memorials, rocks. And even got a bench up here. I don't remember the bench. It might have been here. Pretty though. Breeze feels good. It's warm. Kind of warmed up. Well, there's definitely flowers and color here. Way down, that's an active commercial mine. That thing is still going. Employs quite a few people. We're gonna drive right past it. Way down there, it's Oatman, and way out, there's the Colorado River. And those mountains way out there is California. Alright, down we go. It's about 9 miles to town, I believe, from here. See, right in here would have been just massive patches of flowers. Now there's a few off to the left. There's some there, but that whole hillside would have been covered in a big bloom. I know a few years ago it sure was. Alright, well, enjoy this drive. I'll just leave the camera go. It's pretty windy, but it's pretty. My goodness, here's another burro. I'll be darned, all by his lonesome. I don't see any other ones. They get hit by cars, and some of these cars just fly through here. Big holes in the ground. Some of them are fenced off. That's from the mining. They have just honeycombed these mountains here for hundreds of years. They've been pulling minerals and ore out of here. Ooh, color. Now we're back into a few of the flowers. These switchbacks in here get really sharp. Right down here by the mine, you'll see. This is probably the worst one here on this side. It wraps all the way around. There's some old rusted up car bodies that went off the cliff. They've been here forever though. Old. And they have tunnels that go underneath the road that we just drove over. This mining company. They go way back in these mountains. It's a big operation they got going here. You always see a lot of cars in the parking lot. They got it all fenced now with barbed wire, keep people out. A little guard shack there. And they're working. They're working today. Sign says 2.2 miles to Oatman. There's one more stop. It's probably a little over a half mile down. Be on the left. It's the only other place I know where we might find flowers on this slopes on this side. Ooh, I see color quite a bit. Oh yeah. I don't know if they get more rain right here or just shaded well. Here's the pole out up here. Let me stop. We'll get out and walk. Oh yeah, I see it farther up. Well, it's still not a super bloom, but we got blooms in here now. The purple don't show up real good, but it's in there. Right up this little hillside here. Show you a little close-up of it. Hi, little wildflower. Yay. Yeah. Here's more. Looks like if we go up a little higher, we'll see more. Now you can see it. Pretty. Well, at least we found some bloom. This is a pretty good section of it. They still might grow and pop up here. Like I said, it's only first part of March. I might be a week or two early. You know, these flowers do not last. They can go away overnight. It's kind of the fun of hunting them. I'd say if you're out here on Route 66 looking around Oatman, this is between the town and that commercial mine. We're probably a mile and a half, 2 miles east of town on the old route. Well, cool. That makes me happy. We found burros, quite a few burros. And some color. Well, let's head on into town. See what else we can find. Once I get through Oatman, I'm gonna cut over to Bullhead City. Crunchy old gravel to walk through, huh? All right, the van awaits. Let's roll. Well, maybe it's a burro convention in Oatman. I bet it is. They're gonna go get something to eat because they know all the people. You can buy food in Oatman and feed them. They look pretty well fed already. All right, here's the big town, Oatman. I'm just gonna drive through. This place is always packed full of people. Tour buses come in. Usually out of LA and Vegas. You can see it, this the old western town. The old Oatman Hotel. Right here to the left, you'll see burros here. Haunted hotel. Bikers. Side by sides. There's that restaurant that burned down. Oh, look at the burro. They're trying to feed them. Yeah, they had a massive fire here last year. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, they're having a convention. It's a burro convention right here in Oatman. They're coming in from all over. I've never seen this many, ever. I've driven through here a few times. Well, pretty darn cool. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for your newsletter. Put one out once a month now. Cool articles, pictures, previous travels, future travels, burros, wildflowers. Also got a merch shop, Armchair Traveler series, the Heck Yeah series from last year, and we're coming out with a brand new 2026 merch. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Cool, here's another one. See, these guys are out there hunting wildflowers too. They want something to eat. Aren't they cute? Facebook is just full of pictures. Hey, we got color in here now too. Oh my goodness, more. These guys are heading to town. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I bet we've seen close to what, 15, 20 of them today. I have never seen that many. But wait, there's more. I see 3 of them. 4. There's a guy off there. There might be other ones in the bushes too, you don't know. Well, they're just having a party today here in Oatman. How fun. Yeah, they wait. What do you got to eat? Well, maybe we'll see more. Here's 2 more. That one's laying down. He's too full of wildflowers. Ha! Well, this is Burro Avenue. Alright, see how fast that other guy's coming? I'm just gonna wait. Don't want to hurt him. They are road hazards, but they've been here first. They definitely got the right of way. Well, how fun. Not too many flowers. There's some color in here now. Definitely. But we see more burros than we have flowers. Oh, I think I see more up here, but I'm gonna get this car off my bumper. I'm gonna pull off here. People drive 90 to nothing through here. Look at these guys down here by the dumpster. We're a ways out of town too. These guys are heading out. Well, maybe the party was last night. They don't care. Fun to watch, huh? Well, you never know what you're gonna find. You get out here and start looking. Just gonna take a little drive, on a few flowers, and we end up finding at least 25 burros. I bet. At least. How fun. Alright, well, I ain't giving up. We haven't even started yet. Heck no. Stay tuned. Never know where I'm gonna end up. Journey continues. Talk soon.